And I appreciate it. All right, let me go ahead and find the video on my own channel so we can... Whoops, that's not what I want. Stop. That's what I want. That's the one that I want. All right. I got a lot of lights sitting out here. All right, I'm not sure what's taking this so long for it to boot up. We'll give it a couple more seconds. Let me go and throw another light on. Turn on your heart light. Do do do. Look at that. 3 pings. Crank the light on. There we go. Hey, all right. Looks like it's on. So cool. Let me go and do my volume check. Crank the light on. Sounds good. Hey, Eric. Again, my day was great today. Hey, Michael. Thanks for joining us. So I want to talk about some cool things you can do if you have two Origins Clawfuls. So I went ahead and bought a second one just so we could mess around with the idea of 2 of them. And I also have here and here my original ones from the... Actually, it's not the original ones. Those are actually the commemorative ones. And you can tell the commemorative ones, they have a small lip around the edge right there that lets you know that it's the commemorative one. All right. Check out my new backdrop too I got. Ooh, oh, look at that. I took it from one of the backdrops of one of the figures from a long time ago. I forgot which figure it came with, and did a little animation to it to make it kind of cool. So anyway, let's see. There was something else I was going to do before I got... Oh, a tray. I need a tray. I need a tray. Tray. Dun, 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 dun. And I want a tray to keep my tabletop from getting all wet. But it still seems like it doesn't help at times that it's still... I end up with getting water all over the place. Got my hot water here because I know we're going to use it. So let's talk about Clawful first. Let's open them up and check them out. Hey, Mike. Thanks for joining me. Oh, Mike retracted his message. Hey, Charles. Thanks for being here. I'm hungry for red lobster, says the Rickster. So here's the cool back. It shows this cool fight scene between Tila and Clawful. And that's pretty much it. Now, back in the 80s, we had 3 figures with large right hands. We had Fisto, we had Clawful, and we had Jitsu. Those are our 3. And Fisto and Clawful, no, Fisto and Jitsu both had the spring-activated chopping, punching, what you want to call it, shoulder movement, where Clawful did not have that. And I'm really surprised they didn't give him the same action feature since he had, one giant large claw too. So we got the Sunman comic with it. We got everything comes apart. His shoulders come off, his feet come off, and his loincloth comes off. And inside here we have Clawful the Awful. And it was funny, just yesterday, I took these downstairs for my grandkids to play with. And my grandson was down there playing, and then he was done. And my granddaughter showed up, and I came down to clean it up. And she goes, "No, Grandpa, don't take it away." And so she played with Snake Mountain, and Clawful was one of the figures they played with for quite a while too. It was kind of funny. And she kept putting them in the big old bone throne and everything else. And I gave him the Dragon Blaster Skeletor to play with instead of just the regular ordinary Skeletor. So that was kind of fun for them, for something a little different. Something a little different. Hey, Mr. Santos, thanks for joining us. Lord Grasp and his long-lost cousin. All right, so let's first talk about some of the 80s. Now, when the 80s Clawful came out, there was 2 versions that came out. We had one that had the Skeletor. Let me grab a light here. AA light. Let's see, hopefully it's charged. Hooray. We had one that had like Skeletor type legs. And you can see it as the Skeletor boot there. And then we had one that had the buzz-off legs. So you can see the difference in the legs. And when they did not classics, when they did the commemorative, they did the same thing. One came in the 5-pack and one came as a single release to kind of give a different feel to it. Now they should have done the same sort of thing with Stratos. They should have gave him one the blue-red version and the other one the red-blue version. That'd been cool. But anyway, so there was 2 different versions released, and you can get either one. So one thing you could do right off the bat is you could take, because they gave us both the ones with the buzz-off legs, you could find yourself a Skeletor, and I believe actually, I believe actually the blue that matches closer is actually Scareglow, but I'm not going to waste Scareglow's legs on here. I'm going to use Skeletor's. They don't match exactly, but you know what? His blue doesn't match exactly the belt anyway, so not that big of a loss. Ugh. Oh! I am destined to knock that water over, aren't I? And there we go. There's one quick little custom you can do in order to have your 2 different versions, just like the 80s. Bum, 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 bum. Which is kind of cool. Kind of cool to make the 2 different versions like that. Boil those claws. You know that's coming. You know what's coming. Because, as you guys know, one of my favorite Clawful customs that I have done since a long, long time ago is to give him 2 large claws. Now, I did it a long time before even Classics came out, and I did it also with Masterverse, 2 large claws, because to me it just makes more sense to have 2 giant claws than it does to have one big one and one small one. And let me show you guys for a second. Let me show you. Let me jump back to my old website from forever ago. Let's see, Chrome, and he-bro.com, and go. All right, now that I'm on hebro.com, customs. There we go. And customs. There we go. And up. It's a long ways around. And Eternia Townies, Crab Freak. There he is. And there is my original 2 large claw. And you can see I actually used Mechanex's legs for his legs. And I actually gave a story to him. And it said, and I have some pictures here showing the verses, that kind versus that kind. And so I said, there's a legend that states someday a crab with 2 equal claws will come and rule as King Crab. Is Crab Freak this long lost awaited as foretold? And right here it says his claws are both the same size. His family disowned him because of this strange birth defect. He's got 2 claws the same size. Yeah, it was cool. I actually took and chopped it off and melted the other one back on there using a hot knife, and I used a pin to reconnect them a long time ago. But Origins is way easier to do this, and we're gonna do it now. Do it now. Let me go back to YouTube so I can see your guys' comments. Whoop. Okay, so now that we have our Clawfuls, all we have to do is rip off one arm and put it on this side here. So let's go ahead and take, sure, we'll use these 2 right here. We're just going to toss these 2 in there. Bubble, 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 bubble. And they are boiling away. You guys wanted some crab meat tonight, right? Crab meat. Now, if you take a look, the original toy has it on the bottom and it doesn't rotate. I don't know why they didn't give it a rotating feature there. It would not have been that tough just to make this rotate around. It would have made it for a lot more. I mean, it would have just added so much more to the figure to have this rotate around. I mean, look, it's already circular. They could have just left that articulation point there, a natural one, just be there. That'd have been cool. Now his other hand is a small little buzz-off looking hand, kind of lame, and this is the same kind of deal where the little hand's over here. And it's a bummer you just can't pull it off just right here. You have to actually yank it at the elbow to do the change. So let's go ahead and see if we can't get these arms transformed. Transformers. Are their eyes different? No, it's still the same. Still got the big old bushy eyebrows. We'll take the small one first. And we'll just yank this apart. There we go. There we go. Hooray. And we'll take the big claw. Oops, I dropped the water on there. No. Every time I do it always messes up electronics inside. Oh, no, I messed it up. Oh well, we gotta make this quick. Because we do not want to cause too much havoc. There we go. Pull this arm off, put this on. Bada bing, bada boom. You got yourself a 2 giant clawed version now. And I like it because you can rotate, which I'm glad they did it for the Classics version. Or not Classics, for the Origins version. So there we go. Or if you want, you can give the other one 2 weenie claws. I'm from Weenie Hut General. But the weird part is this forearm here is kind of a little backwards. And you could flip it over, but then it doesn't bend right. So you're just kind of stuck having a weird forearm. Now you could probably use Buzz-Off's forearm there, but I don't know the color match. Let's see how close it is. Buzz-Off, where be you? There he is. Yeah, that color is completely different. Not a match. All right, there we go. King Crab is complete. And it looks so much better with the 2 large crab. I don't know why they didn't make a master version or that gave us the option was a second arm you could swap out of it with big claw. 2 meaty claws with the Skeletor feet. Hey, Juan Solo, thanks for joining us. Let's see. Commenteer says, I have the original one I got for Christmas. My mom bought it for me. Nice. Now, did your original one that your mom bought for you, did it have the Buzz-Off legs? Or did it have the Skeletor legs? Which one did yours have? Did it have the bumps on the side like this? And the 3 toes that are sticking out like this? Or smooth legs and the 3 toes that's more like a duck foot? So bug foot or duck foot? That's what I want to know. Your first original one you had that your mom got you. Stand, man. There we go. Nope. How do you stand? I knocked him over. I was going to pull out the Classics too, but I thought, I've shown off my Classics ones enough. You guys have seen my Clawful Classics many times. Alright, that is all that I have for now. I do have all the figures available to create a figure that somebody asked me to make, and that is the Ular He-Man. And so I finally just got the last figure in the mail the other day, so we will try that out soon. Let's see, did Mattel make a mistake? No. Sometimes they just had a different run. We've seen it with 2 different kinds of backs, a round back and a flat back. We've seen it with different color paint jobs, whether it has a red dot or not for Man at Arms. And then we've also seen it when they did Stratos where they had the blue backpack and the red wings, and the red wings with the blue back. It's the same thing. Or the blue wings with the red backpack. Let me pull out Too Bad. Now I showed this in my Too Bad video, but I'll show it again here, where you can see in the 80s they gave us two different versions. A flat back and a round back. And again, it was just a running change. I don't know which one was first, which one was second. The round back looks so much better because he's so thin and weird looking here. It looks like someone ran over with a steamroller or something. But here you can see he's got the mighty chest as well as a big fat back. So it's kind of weird. His chest on this one is just so flattened. It's weird. So it's not just the back is rounded, but the chest is rounded too. You can even see the front, the difference of the armor, how it looks. I don't know if they made this one second so it fit the box better or what the deal was. Or if this one was second because they figured, hey, you know what? We need to fix it so it looks cooler. I never did check the dates on these. Oh, my glasses aren't that good. Let's see, 1984 and 1984. So no way to tell that way. So it's not like it was produced 2 different years. And it's just one of those running changes you see, or different countries. Let's see, what country was this? This was, it just says Mattel Inc. It doesn't say like made in China or nothing. And this one just says Mattel Inc. too. Mattel Inc. on his head. Nothing on the back of his neck. I'm sure his head has the exact same thing. Yep. $1984. All right, so this is Todd. Check the Micronauts pictures I sent to Hebrews Lounge Grayskull. I did see those as I was posting my link, but I didn't get a chance to check them out, so I will check them out when I finish the video. That'd be cool to see. And that is all that I have. So a couple things you can do if you have 2. You can make one with each kind of legs, one with the bug legs and one with the Skeletor legs by just doing a quick swap on the feet. Or you can do a swap with the upper arm at the elbow and give 1 2 big giant claws and 1 2 little puny claws. Now what's cool about this is all it takes is 1 little arm swap, and then you got the big small thing going on. Now what's funny is because now you got one with an opposite big arm. Oh, cha 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 cha. Clawful battle. I mean, it's kind of fun to have them opposites, one left, one right. But oh, down they go. Jitsu legs, same color, not non-bumpy. So even though it has Jitsu's legs, Jitsu's boots actually were more like heroic boots. So that means you actually have the Skeletor legs. Because Jitsu had the regular ordinary boots, not the Skeletor boots. Unless yours actually didn't have the toes. Does yours actually have a heroic boot? Or does yours actually have the toes, like Skeletor? What can I do with 5 Jitsu Origins figures? You can do a lot. It's like a lot of fun. See, Hi Todd made a second Origins Clawful with my non-bumpy legs. Nice. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm picking up what you're laying down. Now I gotta find Jitsu. I gotta tear off his legs. I thought you meant your original 80s figure. Jitsu, where are you? Alright, there he is. I know I have more than one, but we'll just use this one for now. Oh, not my legs. Your legs are going, man. No. Yes, that is so close. Dude. Okay. Time to cook the crab again. No. Geben Sie deinem legs. Chunk. Oh, so I gotta bend his knees first. Bend your knees. Dun 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 dun. Oh, no. Bend your knees too. We'll just let those cook for a while, and we will take that guy's idea. That sounds pretty awesome. Then they can truly match. It's like he's drowning in water or something. Blub, 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 blub. Curse you, Hebrew, stealing my legs. Oh, here's my other Jitsu right here. Psh! I'll just give him back these legs then. There you go, man. Thank you. Oh, I'm back. No. See, these ones would have looked way better because they're darker. But I'm not going to steal them. That would not be cool. But they would look way better. How about his leg, his feet? Maybe not. This is my Beastmaster, in case you guys didn't know who this cool looking custom figure is. When I was a kid, this is what I did with my Webster. I gave him the armor from the extra armor pack and called him Beastmaster. Okay, let's see if these have cooked enough. Yes. Yes. We have no bananas. Okay. Fit. You can do it. It's a tight fit. They're a slightly different color, but not enough to make that big of a difference. You can see it when you're sticking them on there. They're just slightly color different, but I don't care. There's a whole entire pant leg going between there. It's not that noticeable. It's not too late. I got these in the wrong legs. There we go. There we go. There we go. Ha! Ha 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 ha! Yes! Now he is complete. He's got smooth legs. And he's got Skeletor's bottom feet. The alternate version is complete. I forgot that I did that. I actually used the exact same formula, I believe, with my classics to make my Skeletor Clawful 2. I think I did use Jitsu's legs. That is funny. No! Oh! Oh! Yes! Alright, this light has died. I gotta go charge all my lights. Here we go. Let's see if this one's charged or not. Yep. Alright, there we go. So he's got Skeletor's boots, Jitsu's legs, another Clawful's arm. And there we go. There we go. Now technically I could use another Clawful to complete that is not half messed up. Because his problem is now he has two little weenie claws. But with a quick change, either by ripping this arm off or the other arm off, I can give him one big claw. Well, I'm glad now I have two Jitsus. I was going to sell your Jitsu. I never got around to it. So that's cool. Alright, you guys. Let's see. This message held for review. I don't know what's going on with that. Heroic boots. How many figures do you have? Rough estimate. Oh, I don't know, man. That's kind of funny. I cycle through them so quick. I give them away. I sell them. I buy them. I do have all the classics and some extras. And that's my main figures. But I just have boxes of figure parts everywhere. Figure parts. Check out Eric's comment. Let's see. What did Eric say? Did you see my last comment? I hope that you do an Origins He-Man and Battle Cat in one box like the vintage one. That would be cool. Give him a claw and a chopper. Give me your arm. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I am Chocolop. Claw chop. Claw chop. Chop claw. Chocolop. There we go. Chocolop. That's his name. Oh! Ah! Fun, fun. And we'll have fun, fun, fun. All right. This has been a lot of fun. Thank you for the idea of using Jitsu's hands. I can't remember his hand or his legs. I mean, not his hands, his legs. That's so cool. So now they actually match the figures from the 80s, because we'll see. See, here's the 80s figure. This one has the bumps and the Skeletor legs. Oh, I mean, and the bug legs. It's like, wait a minute. And this one has nice smooth legs and the Skeletor feet. So now they match. I am really tempted, though, to use his upper arm so the colors match closer. You know what? I'm doing it. Burp. And... no! Burp. You know what? I'm just going to use the whole stinky body. There we go. I'm going to actually use the real parts for the coloring, so when I change them however I want to change them, then it will work. Okay. I can just put his armor on, I guess, while I'm waiting. Armor on! We'll see if the water's hot enough still to pull them apart, because it is very hot in this room, so I don't think it cooled too quick. We shall see. Oh, it did cool too much. Oh. Okay, it's time to go with some more hot water. You guys can look at my mangled pieces here and my cool backdrop back there, the animated flame, and I'll be right back with some fresh hot water. Alright, I got some fresh hot water. Oh, it is hot. Hot, hot, hot. And let's just go ahead and toss those arms in there. Toss those arms. Let's see if anyone else has joined us or people all leave. Ah, I'm out of here. This guy's not even here. Did you see my last comment? Let's see what Eric wrote. Oh, that was a while ago. Can't sleep. What you doing? Hey, we are having fun with having two Clawfuls, and we just took and decided to use most of the parts from Jitsu, his legs and now his upper arms, and we're going to rebuild him. And then we also took and made a special claw that's a left-handed claw, so we can create a double clawed large claw version if we choose to. And we took Skeletor's boots and put them on him to match the old 80s, because there was two different versions released with the 80s. The bug leg and the Skeletor legs. Alright, I think you're all caught up now. Alright, let's see how hot these have gotten. Ray. Hooray. And I need the karate chop hand. Mr. Karate Chop Hand. I know it's not karate, it's Jitsu. Wow. Warning, hot water will ruin the chrome on your Jitsu figure. Look at that. I had no idea. That chrome is destroyed. Wow. That's crazy. See, the color's close enough, you can't tell it's just a forearm change, but you can see now, it now matches the legs way better. And now, let's take the other two. Warning, warning, Will Robinson. Never toss your arm into the hot water. If you guys can see, the chrome has just been destroyed on this. Looks like yellow paint now. And again, there's a slight color change, but not huge. But here you can really see the two different color differences. So I think it looks a whole lot better now. There we go. You can kind of tell his forearm's a little lighter, but not that big of a deal. But now he looks like he matches better all the way around. So now he's got a full Jitsu body, except for the forearms, the feet, and the head, and the loincloth, and the armor. So there we go. Ta-da! Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. If I want, I can yank this arm off. And yes, the color doesn't match anymore, but that's okay for temporary fun. Temporary fun. All right. Oh, that was cool. I had fun at that. Thanks for the tip. Thanks for the tip on using the Jitsu body. Like I said, I forgot I did that with classics too originally. That's funny. Oh, I don't even like the armbands on them. I've taken them off and put them on. I just can't really decide if I like them on or off. If they're on, though, they have to stop on the bicep right there. They can't go way up into the shoulder. If it's on the bicep, it doesn't look too bad. When it's way up high, it looks weird. It's weird. There we go. Let's bring that down. Bring it down, Freddie Brown. There we go. It does look better. All right. Thanks for joining me. And Todd, why don't you read my comments? Charles, I was busy. Todd, I share the videos. Thanks, Charles. And Charles says, Todd, I share the videos. Thanks, Charles. Charles says, Todd, I share the video. Thanks, Charles. Let's see. Juan Sola says, can you swap Fisto's fist with Jitsu's hand? You can. Jitsu's worth $7 now. Wow. Let's see. Chopper trade for Fisto's iron hand. Yes, you can do that. It's the exact same plug-in right there. So, but again, if you boil his hand, woe to you who boil his hand. Use the heat gun. Wonder if you can pull it off without heating it up. That might be even safer yet. You should be able to. Whew, I am dying of heat in this room. I am going to call it quits, I think, for tonight. I think we've had enough fun tearing figures apart. I guess I should at least put all these back onto Jitsu's body. Let's rebuild what we can. Dun 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 dun. And go. Chunk. Chunk. Got a little L and R on here so you can tell which goes where. Ugh. Chunk. 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 There we go. Crazy. You know, it probably wouldn't have been bad to use the black belt on him anyway. Let's just see how that looks, just out of curiosity. It probably would look just fine. You know what? That actually looks really good. That black belt. That's not too shabby. I may have to switch this one out. Since he still has all the old parts. Just to give it a little bit more change. Changes. Now we got the black belt and we have the blue belt. I should have used the black belt though on these legs. Okay. Okay. One more change. Since these blues don't match, I think match close enough. I'm leaving it. I'm just going to leave these extra legs in case I decide I want to use them later on for future Clawful changes. Alright, you guys. I think that's really it. I think I'm done. I think I've done enough cutting. Amazon and eBay are good sources for Fisto. Yes. How much is Fisto's? I'm not sure how much Fisto is. Oh wow, they have Lords of Power of Beastman on sale. I should go check it out. Thanks, Charles. I will definitely check that out. All right, Luis, thanks for joining us. Rewind the video and check it out. I'm going to go ahead and end this now. And thanks again, you guys, for all your support and joining me. I know where I got this background from. This came from the inside of the pack of the Filmation Classics figures. That's where I got this from. That's funny. Is a question. Yeah, I imagine they'd be good sources for Fisto. I don't know. I haven't bought a Fisto in a long time. Did you ever get Turtles of Grayskull Ninja He-Man? I did not. He did look cool, though. I do like that He-Man figure. All right, you guys. I got to go. Otherwise, I'm going to melt in this room. And I will see you guys next video. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching me tear apart Clawful and making my two versions now. Regular legs and Skeletor legs with an optional arm switch to give it two big claws or two small claws. So, cool, cool, cool. Until next time, good journey. Bye now.